Hi there, welcome back to another week of Counter-Strike game and skin market update. This is Skinomics2, and this video covers the 19th to 25th of August 2024. Before we start on our normal news agenda, I want to make a quick public service announcement. CS2 has now been taken over by Clash.gg, which is one of the largest skin gambling websites. This is very sad news for the community, and I suggest users of CS2 to find alternatives. Next, let's start with the headlines. The biggest headline of the week was that multiple sources reported that Half-Life 3 is indeed in development phase. This is exciting news for the series that kicked off modern first-person shooters. However, the reason why I want to cover this on a Counter-Strike-centric channel is a bit more cynical. As of 2021, Valve only employed just over 300 people. I was not able to find any recent numbers. However, this is a tiny amount compared to other studios like Ubisoft and EA, which employs 21,000 and 13,000 respectively. The Valve team even pales against Riot Games, which employs over 4,000 people. And Riot mainly focuses on just 2 games in League of Legends and Valorant. I am concerned for the future of Counter-Strike, given Valve is working on 2 new games in Deadlock and the rumoured Half-Life sequel. This is just food for thought, but it is nevertheless a worry for the community. The second headline of the week is in relation to a game update posted on the 19th of August. Valve has officially taken a stand on the new keyboard features which allowed for perfect counter strafes. Most tournament hosts have followed suit with the ban. Additionally, jump throw and other similar binds were hit as collateral damage in this update. The update also included a line on a new VAC system. Valve does not publish what VAC anti-cheat updates includes to conceal to cheat makers. However, there was no reported uptick in ban numbers in the past few days since the update. Moving on, let's look at our weekly craft idea. By using incineration stickers, you can simulate the Desert Eagle Blaze, which cost over $600 on any dark finish pistol skins. All you need to do is place 5 incineration stickers as shown on screen. You need to start from the right, as this will maximize the amount of red flames shown. The entire craft costs about $3.50 USD in cash price. Taking a look now at the skins market. The market is up again this week for the 5th week in a row by 1.61% in the portfolio of skins I have chosen to represent it. However, I want to note that the uptick is mostly caused by one item, as we will see in the breakdown. Moving on to trade volume. We saw trade volume continue to climb until the 20th where it shot down. This was due to the launch of Black Myth Wukong that took most of the Chinese attention away from everything else. The game reached 2.2 million concurrent Steam players on launch, which surpassed Counter-Strike's historical high. Now, let's break the skin market movements down into categories. Starting off, knives and gloves remained relatively steady this week with a mixture of movements in either direction. Higher tiered weapon skins also remain relatively steady with low volatility. Agent skins were similarly steady with the exception of Ricksaw that drove an incredible 34% increase in its price. The increase also differed from the increase in the B Squadron Officer skin, which saw a slower incline over the course of few weeks. Last but not least, we saw affordable weapon skins somewhat steady overall as well, despite ups and downs in individual skins. Now looking at case unboxing numbers. In a similar vein to trade volume, we saw a decline here as well. This is sensical with the player numbers showing a sharp drop on the release of Black Myth. The case unboxing numbers translated into non-active prices dropping across the board. Noticeably, the weapon case dropped by 8%. Active cases dropped apart from the Revolution and Kilowatt cases. The Kilowatt case is actually quite a surprise here, although it has declined in weeks prior. Let's now take a peek at this week's biggest winners and losers. In winners, we saw the Souvenir Tech 9 Groundwater shoot up. This is a skin that released in 2013 with the EMS packages. The volume for it is extremely low. We also saw Tony Black from London 2018 increasing in price. This was due to the inherent demand for the interesting sticker design. Lastly, we also saw the Battlescar Temakal increasing significantly in price. The skin dropped below its fair value in weeks prior. In losers, we have a couple of items that have increased in the weeks before. This is again a common occurrence given the negative momentum trait of skins with large price movements. Moving on now to the top trades of the week. We actually have quite a bit of variety this week. Our largest trade of the week was for some fade gloves. These are extremely low float for gloves and with almost zero visible wear, resulting in it fletching over $18,000 in cash price. The second and third largest trades were both for $16,800, and they were for a 000 float Dragon Lore and a low float Karambit Sapphire. Taking a look now at the game news. There were 4 updates this week. Most of these updates were pretty mundane, consisting of map updates and bug fixes, with the exception of the update on the 19th, which we spoke about in the headline section. Next, turning our attention to the pro scene. Last week, we saw Vitality beating Navi to take home IEM Cologne. This week, we had the Blast Premier Fall showdowns, and FaZe is set to face OG, Falcons is set to face Virtus Pro for the last 2 spots in the Blast Fall finals. We also had our open qualifiers for most regions in anticipation for the Shanghai Major. In Europe, we saw many strong teams knocked out of the major dreams. These include Koi, Ents, and MCal, which made the last major, as well as OG and Monty, which have been somewhat good teams in the last 2 years. In other regions, we saw Onepixel's Drillers make it to the next round to face Arabia region teams for a spot in the major. A quick reminder to check out my Discord server. I want to promote more discussion on skins there. That was all for this video. Thank you for tuning in, and see you in the next one. Bye.